Welcome back to ChangeTheReel. Today I will be looking at the 2016 horror film, The Void. The Void is an independent film shot in Canada, funded by crowdsourcing. What was my impression of this movie? I really love this movie. This is the first horror movie in a long time that I have watched, and I have absolutely fell in love with this movie. This movie is really good. This movie is like a cross between a Lovecraftian horror with a little bits of Silent Hill, that is Silent Hill the video game, not the movies, and with John Carpenter style special effects. Most of the special effects in this movie is practical effects, which is a breath of fresh air when it comes to a horror movie. The movie centers around this cop who finds this guy that's on the edge of the woods who is all bloodied up, and he takes this guy to the nearest hospital. The nearest hospital, though, is run down. There was a fire, and most of the hospital has been shut down. They're currently in the process of moving everything from that hospital to a new facility, but it's farther out of town. But at the moment, the hospital has very short staff, pretty much a skeleton crew. Cultists appear and surround the hospital, preventing anybody from leaving. All this crazy stuff starts to happen, people die, and it leads up to this very crazy ending. Like always, let me start off with what I thought was bad about the movie. The first thing that pops in my mind is there was a couple of scenes in which there were what feels to be like jump cuts. It literally feels like there were a couple of frames taken out. It was like when you watch the film, it's like, whoa, what just happened? A few seconds later, you realize what happened, but it feels like you're missing like a couple of action shots to explain what you actually saw. It just seems like there was like a really bad jump cut. I don't know if that was a part of the low budget where after they got done production, they didn't have necessary means to go back and refilm some shots that they needed. But it just felt like there was a couple of shots there in which this felt like a jump cut. Other than that, I can't find anything else that bothered me, and nothing else that I felt was at fault. So let's get on with the good parts. The good parts is the visual effects in this movie is amazing. Like I said, most of the special effects are practical effects. There's a couple of CGI shots, but after watching the documentary on the disc, there was a couple of shots that were CGI that I didn't realize was CGI. It's that good. The CGI is on par with the practical effects, but majority of the special effects is practical, which is very refreshing to see, especially in this day and age where everything's done in computers. Practical effects just look better. I wish people actually realized that. Practical effects just look better. Stop using CGI on everything. Next thing is that the cinematography is amazing. This movie looks amazing. You cannot tell that this movie was done on a low budget. You can't tell it. It looks absolutely amazing. It looks like a studio film. It looks like something Hollywood done. This movie looks absolutely amazing. The cinematography is amazing. This is a beautiful film. Beautiful film. Next is the characters, the actors. The actors are great. I liked every single character. The acting is great. The acting is top notch. This is a good acting crew. The other thing that stood out to me while watching the movie is that things are not handed to you. The script is not handed to you. The plot is not handed to you. Nothing is explained. No one sits down and explains to you what's going on. So nowhere in the movie are you told, this is what's happening. No one says that. Mind you, it's not hard to figure out by background conversations and by people talking to each other and certain elements that you see throughout the movie. It's not hard to figure out what's going on, but no one actually explains it to you. So you actually have to figure it out. And the movie does end with a, what the hell just happened? It does end on a way of make you scratch your head. So you don't get any final answers of what was that? What is that? Don't know what that was. They don't tell you what that was. You don't really get any answers at the ending either. And I like that. So overall, I absolutely love this movie. This is a great movie. I haven't been this excited for a horror movie in a long time. This movie is really, really good. That being said, good luck finding a copy on Blu-ray. I had to search high and low to find my copy on Blu-ray. You I've seen copies of the DVD available on Amazon, and I also believe that it is also available streaming through Amazon. So that's probably your best bet to watch this movie, is to buy the streaming on Amazon. But if you have a chance to watch this movie, I highly suggest you watch it. It's a really good movie. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please press the subscribe button. If you have a comment, please place your comment below or over on my Twitter page.